Specialist number 15. Every single operation we've got so far, we have gotten a new specialist character. It started off with 0 at the very beginning of the game in Operation Absolute Zero, and then every single event after then, we have gotten that new specialist character. This one was Reaper. Now, the interesting thing about this is prior to all of those specialist characters coming out, in one way or another, they were teased, whether it be some sort of leak of in-game footage, whether it be an actual teaser on some of the multiplayer maps, there has always been a teaser. But going into the next operation, we have nothing so far. We haven't seen any teaser, there's no in-game files about a 15th specialist character, there is nothing. So the question is, who is going to be number 15? That is what today's video is all about. Now, before we dive into this, I just wanted to let you guys know about a new piece of information that Modern Warfare gave us on their game today. It's something called the Gunsmith, and this is the way that you edit and change your weapons within game. They announced that there is going to be 5 attachments available on a weapon at any given time. So you can always have 5 attachments on your weapon to give you that exact feel that you want. These can include muzzle, laser, optic, stock, rear grip, magazine, underbarrel, barrel, or a perk. Now, I'm not 100% sure what the perks are going to be on the various weapons, but this is the images that they showed us today. Now, I didn't really have enough information to make an entire video on this, but I wanted to keep you guys up to date. So as far as this goes, I'm guessing we're going to get full information on Create a Class on August 1st. So as always, I will keep you guys up to date. But without further ado, let's get back to talking about the specialist characters. So as I mentioned before, up until this point, we have always had a teaser for the new specialist characters coming to the game. This started at the very beginning of the game on the map Frequency. There was blurred out computer screens that displayed 3 different specialist characters. These were Zero, Spectre, and Outrider. Now, as we know, all 3 of these specialist characters since then have been added to the game. Now, after that, we got some audio files from Zero that displayed Outrider, and on top of that, Reaper were going to be coming to the game as well.
Spectre, kill. Deleted Spectre. Spectre gone. Spectre down. Reaper deleted. Deactivated Reaper. Reaper fragged. Killbot eliminated.
And as we know with the current state of the game, Reaper has also been added as specialist character number 14. But this leaves us with the big question, who is Specialist 15, and why have there been no teasers or leaks revolving around that character? Well, some people are guessing that the next character is going to be Danny Lee, aka Blackjack. The reasoning for this, the character is technically already in the game. He's there within the black market, and on top of that, he has a character model within Blackout as well. So therefore, Danny Lee would be the easiest character to bring over into multiplayer. Also, you may notice that within the selection screen, Danny Lee or Blackjack is in the multiplayer characters and is the only character on this list who is not actually a current specialist character within Black Ops 4. On top of that, Blackjack was a multiplayer character within Black Ops 3. So the lore is there, the character is there, and also there's preset abilities that he has in Black Ops 3 as well. The problem is the way specialists work in Black Ops 4, his abilities from Black Ops 3 would not be able to just be brought over. The reason why I say that is because in Black Ops 3, you'd get 5 kills, and then instantly you'd be given whatever specialist character you just killed, their ability. Essentially, you would steal it from them. The problem is that the abilities in Black Ops 4 take a lot more time to actually charge up. Therefore, Blackjack would be incredibly overpowered. Now, they could circumvent this by making it so it takes more kills to actually gain that ability, and that would make a lot more sense. So we kind of know what his specialist ability would be. It would be taking other characters' abilities, just like in Black Ops 3. But as far as what his item would be, it could really be anything. Blackjack is a black market vendor and has access to all sorts of weapons and abilities, so who really knows in that case? On top of that, I've made a video in the past talking about Danny Lee, aka Blackjack's backstory, and how it fits into Black Ops 4, and it fits very well. I recommend checking out the video. I'll link it down in the description. But the weird part about this entire thing is if we follow the timeline of leaks with the other specialist characters, there should be game files within Black Ops 4 as to Blackjack being a specialist character. Whether other characters would have his voice lines or his voice lines would already be implemented in there. If Danny Lee was going to be that next specialist character, I'm guessing there would already be some leaks for him. Same kind of thing that happened with Spectre or with Reaper would probably happen with Blackjack as well. And up to this point, it simply has not. So what are our other options? Who could be this next specialist character? Well, there's a couple of options as to characters that are already in the story for Black Ops 4, one of which is Savanah. Savanah we have never seen in battle, and as far as her story goes, it wouldn't really make sense for her to be a specialist character. As she said, she doesn't fight on the battlefield, she fights in the boardroom. The other option is Jessica Mason. Now, once again, I have said it before, I will say it again, I still believe that Jessica Mason is Spectre, so I'm guessing that won't be the answer as well. So that kind of scratches off the two leftover characters from the Specialist Headquarters, aka the story in Black Ops 4. So if it's not Blackjack, it's not Savanah, it is not Jessica, it's not any of the characters we currently know in the game, there is one option left. Now, that character could be a brand new character to the game. Someone who is not in Black Ops 3 and is not in Black Ops 4, and it leaves us a lot of option as to who this could be, how the specialist characters know them, and I wanted to bring you guys a couple of options as to who this mystery character could potentially be. One option that I kind of like is it could be a character related to the 54 Immortals. The 54 Immortals are who Seraph was a part of and a giant part of the Singapore culture after the Singapore disaster. Now we get to see the most of the 54i in Black Ops 4 within Seraph's cutscene, as you are seeing here. They're very strong at hand-to-hand combat, and on top of that, every Enforcer, which is the top level of the 54i, gets a weapon like the Annihilator pistol like Seraph has. So it could be something like that along the same lines as Seraph's weapon, if this new character is a 54i character. Now, if I'm being honest, other than this, I don't really have any other good options. But what if there wasn't another option? What if the answer is much, much easier than this? What if the answer is there is no 15th specialist character? And I know that sounds ridiculous because of every new operation, they have had a new specialist character, but just hear me out for a second. First of all, this would completely answer why up until this point there has been no leaks or information about another character. There's been no leaked voice lines, no teasers within any of the multiplayer maps, nothing. That would completely answer this mystery. On top of that, if we look at logistics for a moment here, we know that Modern Warfare is going to be coming out on October 25th. It appears as though the next full operations should start sometime around September 3rd, assuming we're following the current trend of Operation Apocalypse Z. This would only really leave a month and a half for this new specialist character to be front and center. And on top of that, throughout September going into October, this is when Activision is going to be in full-fledged promo mode for the new game, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And Black Ops 4 will essentially be left in the dust. So they don't want to be wasting their time and promotion on another specialist character. Now, on top of that, in the past couple of months, we have found out through Kotaku that Treyarch is already working on Black Ops 5 because the time frame got cut short because Sledgehammer got cut as one of the developers, which means the amount of time they have to put forth on Black Ops 4 is now very, very limited. Their time and resources have to be going into Black Ops 5 or whatever that next title is. So maybe the next specialist number 15, has got cut as well because of this reason. I don't know this for sure, this is all speculation, but it would answer the question as to why there has been no teasers, no leaks, and no information about Specialist 15. And I know a lot of you are probably thinking, whoa, there's still a lot of time for them to leak and tease this new specialist character. But if you look at the history of the specialists in Black Ops 4, all of them have had game files within the game. All of them have had teasers, had leaks. Specialist 15 has had absolutely nothing, and this would answer the question as to why. So if I was to put some odds on this, if I was to go to Vegas and put some money on what I think was going to happen, I would say there's probably about a 50% chance that there is no new specialist, about a 40% chance that there is going to be Blackjack as the final specialist character, and a 10% chance that it's going to be some brand new character. Personally, if I was to be the ruler of the world, I would want a brand new specialist, new abilities, new character, new backstory. That's personally what I would want, but that's also not what I think is going to happen. But now I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. What do you think is going to be the new specialist character? Do you think there is going to be a new specialist character? Let me know what you think down in the comments. And also, I know this is probably not what you wanted to hear in this video. I know you probably wanted to hear a distinct answer as to who the next specialist is going to be, but I think I broke it down pretty well and gave my reasoning. So if you did enjoy the video, I would really appreciate it if you could hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, like what you see here, the best way to stay up to date on all my videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you turn notifications on. And as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, peace out.